It is noticeable that the court has stated about the role of the lawyer and the role of the bar association in the backdrop of professional ethics and norms of the Constitution. Stop. It has been categorically held therein that the professional ethics require that a lawyer cannot refuse a brief, provided a client is willing to pay his fee and the lawyer is not otherwise engaged and, therefore, no bar association can pass a resolution to the effect that none of its members will appear for a particular accused, whether on the ground that he is a policeman or on the ground that he is a suspected terrorist. Stop. We are disposed to think that the aforesaid case was cited only to highlight the role of the bar and the ethicality of the lawyers. Stop. It does not flow from the said pronouncement that it is obligatory on the part of the appellate court in all circumstances to engage amicus curiae in a criminal appeal to argue on behalf of the accused, failing which the judgment rendered by the High Court would be absolutely unsustainable. Stop para. At this juncture, it is apt APT to survey the earlier decisions of this court in the field. Stop. A two-judge bench of this court, while dealing with a criminal appeal which had arisen from the order of the High Court, whereby the High Court, on perusal of the judgment under appeal, had dismissed the criminal appeal challenging the conviction. Stop. The court referred to section 423 of the old code and came to hold that the criminal appeal could not be dismissed for default of appearance of the appellants or their counsel. Stop. The court has either to adjourn the hearing of the appeal or it should consider the appeal on merits and pass final orders. Stop. It is further observed that the consideration of the appeal on merits at the stage of final hearing and to arrive a decision on merits and pass final orders will not be possible unless the reasoning and findings recorded in the judgment under appeal are tested in the light of the record of the case. Stop para. The court referred to the earlier section 421 of the code which dealt with dismissal of an appeal summarily and was different from an appeal that had been admitted and required to be dealt with under section 423 of the code. Stop para. If the accused in jail and cannot, on his own, come to court, it would be advisable to adjourn the case and fix another date to facilitate the appearance of the appellant accused if his lawyer is not present and if the lawyer is absent and the court deems it appropriate to appoint a lawyer at the state expense to assist it, nothing in law would preclude the court from doing so. Stop para. Regard being had to the principles pertaining to binding precedent, there is no trace of doubt that the principle laid down in Muhammad Sukur Ali by the learned judges that the court shall should not decide a criminal case in the absence of the counsel of the accused as an accused in a criminal case should not suffer for the fault of his counsel and the court should in such a situation must appoint another counsel as amicus curiae to defend the accused, and further, if the counsel does not appear deliberately, even then the court should not decide the appeal on merit is not in accord with the pronouncement by the larger bench in Bunny Singh 1996 for SCC 720 stop. It, in fact, is in direct conflict with the ratio laid down in Bunny Singh stop as far as the observation to the effect that the court should have appointed amicus curiae, is in a different realm. Stop overall.